Hey everybody, how's it going? So, I don't know if it's the time of year or what, but I've been running around like a rabbit with a hot foot trying to get from place to place to place. Just, it's been nuts. But I also realized, speaking of rabbits, Easter is right around the corner. Now, traditionally people will get carrot cakes or cheesecakes or things like that if they're having an Easter celebration. I didn't want to be that traditional this time. So, I'm going to show you how to make a tres leche cake. Now, translated, it's 3 milks. It's typically a celebration cake down in Mexico, so I thought it would fit perfectly. It's a pretty simple recipe. It is delicate, so be warned about that. But I'll let you be the judge. Check out the recipe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.
All right, ingredients are on the board and it's time to go ahead and go. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our egg whites that you see here, and you're going to go ahead and, using a whisk attachment, whisk those until they get nice and foamy. You want air to get into this as much as possible because just like an angel cake, we're not using any kind of oils or anything like that, so it's going to be very sensitive. Now you're going to get this foam at a low speed, but then you're going to bump it up to a medium-high speed. And then 2 tablespoons at a time, go ahead and start mixing in 1 cup of sugar. Now it's almost like you're making a meringue right now. So you're going to want to mix it at medium-high speed until you get nice medium to high stiff peaks. Now, once you get those peaks like you see here, you're going to go ahead and scoop that into a separate bowl. Now, in the same bowl that you just mixed in, put your butter and the remaining cup of sugar and go ahead and cream that together. Once you have a nice cream to it, you're going to go ahead and one at a time add your egg yolks. Now mix well between each yolk. You don't want any kind of stray egg yolk lines sitting in this cream. Now in a separate bowl, you're going to go ahead and whisk together your flour, your baking powder, and your salt, and just mix them until they're well combined. Now once you have your dry ingredients mixed together, using a spatula, you're going to go ahead and alternate adding milk and flour into your egg mix as you see right here. I did it in 4 parts just to make it kind of easier for myself, but there's not really a wrong way to do this so long as all the ingredients get in and everything is mixed in well so there's no lumps or anything like that. Now once you have that good mix, you're going to go ahead and take the meringue you made earlier and go ahead and mix that into the batter as well, making sure that you mix it evenly and making sure that there's no meringue streaks throughout this batter. You want to make sure that you're gentle with it. You don't want to collapse any of your meringue and you don't want to beat the air out of it. Now folding techniques can be tricky, so if you don't like how I'm doing it here, go research your own and see if you can find a technique that works for you. But once all that's mixed in, you're going to put it in a 9x13 baking pan, and at 350 degrees, you're going to bake this for about 35 minutes, or until it's golden brown like you see here. And as always, poke holes in your cake to make sure that there's no wet spots in there. Now your topping is just very simple. All you have to do is whisk in your 3 milks and your vanilla into a bowl. Now, once you have that done, you're going to go ahead and poke holes in the top of your cake and evenly pour that mix over the entire cake. You don't want to concentrate on one spot. Just go easily back and forth up and down that cake. Make sure the holes are spread evenly throughout. Your goal is to make this cake soft, not soggy. So if you pour too much milk into one spot, you're just going to have a mushy mess. Now once you do have that poured all over, you're going to cover it with plastic or aluminum foil or whatever and let it chill for 2 to 3 hours. Now it's the fun part. Now it's just whipped cream topping. Everybody knows what whipped cream tastes like. That's what you're shooting for with this mix. If you mix this up and get your stiff peaks and you don't like the taste, you can always go back and add more vanilla to make sure you get that nice, right taste. Now, once your whipped cream is made, you're going to take your cake out of the refrigerator and you're going to give it an old touch test to make sure there's still springiness in the cake and to make sure that you don't have a soggy mess on your hands. Once you confirm that you're good to go ahead and take your whipped cream, slather it on top. I decided I'd go ahead and use some cinnamon over the top just to decorate it, add that little last bit of extra flavor. But you can do whatever you want, and bada bing, bada boom, you have your Tres Leches cake ready to go and ready to enjoy.